What's up, everybody? Listen, this is Isaiah Smith. I'm your host of Insights with Isaiah. Look, today we have a great show planned for you. As always, we have our quote of the day, our guest, of course, and then something I'm calling your Insight with Isaiah. So make sure y'all stay tuned and let's get into this show.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, y'all, welcome back. So today's quote of the day is an interesting one. Here is the quote of the day. It says, "You don't know how to appreciate freedom unless you've ever been bound." And that comes from Wes Morgan. He's a gospel singer. He sung songs such as "I Choose to Worship" and "You Paid It All." So if you ever need a good gospel singer to listen to, please check out Wes Morgan. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into our guest today. So today our guest, he's a sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, a mass communications major. And without further ado, I present to y'all Danari Mcillwain.
Hey, man, I appreciate you so much for having me, man. Just thank you, man. I just bless God for this opportunity. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You inspire me a lot, for real.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. So listen, I know you came as a freshman to WSSU last year. You ran for Mr. Freshman, and you became Mr. Freshman. So talk about that experience. What was that like?
Man, so it's crazy, bro. And it's like a canon event all over again, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I came with unknowing intentions, but I just knew I wanted to do better, bro.
Got
So
you.
I had ran for freshman class president, and it's like, okay, let's do it. If
Yeah.
you're going to do it, put all your eggs in one basket. We did
Mm-hmm.
it. We're going to make the best out of the situation, just as learning and opportunities, knowing that a change won't happen overnight.
Right. So I know, as you said, put your eggs in one basket. Why did you put all your eggs in one basket?
I had no other choice. I had no knowledge. I had no understanding. So, okay, so if I'm going to do this, if I want to change.
Right.
Like, when they be like, you can't be lukewarm.
Facts.
You can't be on both sides. You got to choose a side. So when I chose my side, I stuck to it.
Man, I think that's so important, Danari, because honestly, someone like me, I try not to change myself. And I know there's a lot of people that like to change. And so I think that speaks volumes to who you are, because in a world where people are so fickle, they're one way this day and then they're another way the next, it's like you just got to be yourself. And so what helps you to be yourself even when people don't receive you, if that makes sense?
Honestly, man, my support system. And you have to understand what's true support. Like, shout out to my closest friends, man, my true homeboys. All my true homeboys I've been knowing since 6th grade.
Okay.
And we still strong to this day. That's what makes me unapologetically myself.
Right.
Because I don't have to really change for nobody, because they love me for being Danari.
Yeah.
So that's who I'm going to be. And if I know they love me for being Danari, everybody else going to love me for being Danari.
Right.
So I don't have to change who I am, but I can change my ways to get better.
That's good. So one of the things I found out about you is you're a motivational speaker. Talk about how that came about.
Man, to be completely transparent and vulnerable, man, I became a motivational speaker because I wish somebody motivated me.
Wow.
Like, growing up, just to be vulnerable, I grew up in an all-women's household. My mother passed away when I was 11, kind of bouncing around when I got older. It was hard, especially thinking you could do it by yourself. I wish somebody tell me, Nari, keep going. I wish somebody be like, Nari, keep pushing.
Right.
And the fact that I know what I've been through and who I am now, amen. Somebody else could do it, just need a little bit of support, and that's all we need.
Hey, y'all need to get like Danari. This man is pushing. Grew up in an all-woman household. His mother died at an early age, but yet he still kept going. And I think it speaks volumes because I know I'm still blessed with my both of my parents, but I couldn't even imagine losing my mom or my dad in an early age. But I think that speaks volumes to who you are. You didn't allow that to stop you. And I know I've seen some of your Instagram stories, and you're a published author, and you talk about doing it for your mom. So what does that mean to be able to have accomplished something for your mom who's no longer here with you?
Man, it's huge. And it's huge because, like I said, we really just, as kids, as children, because I just turned 20 last month. So it's like, all we want to hear is, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Or like, keep going, I love you. And the fact that you can do something showing yourself I'm proud of you,
Yeah.
or I love you, or that's huge, bro. Like that's
Right.
very huge because all we want is a little bit of support.
Yeah.
And like I'm still trying to get better at appreciating the blessings that I got.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff I do is very selfless activities. Because like as a black man, we don't have the opportunity. It feels like we don't have the opportunities to express ourselves. So
Right.
that's why I write my books, express my thoughts to let other black men know, hey, you're not the only one going through this.
Yeah.
And knowing that you're not the only one going through this, and somebody prevailed from what you're going through, is motivation.
Yeah, man. And I think sometimes as black men, we can isolate ourselves because we've been taught, oh, just suck it up, or don't don't tell your problems to anybody else. So like what keeps you going? Like what helps you to what inspired you to really like get on this journey of helping other black men to talk about what they're going through?
2 reasons. One, my Lord and Savior.
Mm,
Without him, I would not be here.
Got
Simple
you.
as that. I wouldn't have nothing that I have. And he ordained me with this mission to keep going and spread his word. I was actually in ministry school from the ages of 8 to 12.
Okay.
Until my mother passed away and I kind of, like ventured off. But once you venture off, you come back.
Yeah.
And also, man, my nephew's turning 4 this month. And
Awesome.
that is my dog. That is my heart. And it's like he kind of is going through the same thing I went through.
Right.
A household full of all women. And I know what that's like.
Yeah.
And the fact that my father wasn't present at an early age, even though his is, I could still step in and be a good role model for my nephew.
Right.
Hey, bro, I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
going to teach you correctly. I'm going to show you correctly. So the fact that I can be softer and I could be like helpful and patient with him shows me that, hey, I could keep helping.
Right.
Because you're not going to go through the same hurt I went through, because that's what you're here for. That's why we have this opportunity.
Y'all, how can y'all not love Danari? This man is a role model. He's just all of that. And I think that speaks volumes to who you are. You're willing to help somebody else because you didn't have what he has growing up. And so I think that's good. But listen, man, I think you're a great guy and you have so much potential. So just keep that going because you just never know like who's going to benefit from what you got going on. And so I really appreciate you being my guest today, Danari. And thank you for taking the time to just talk with me, man. I really appreciate that.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I'm blessed and thankful and I'm loving this. Keep going, bro, for real.
Thank you. So y'all heard it from Danari. I'm grateful that he was on the show today. But listen, let's go to insights with Isaiah. So my insight today, the quote was, you don't know how to appreciate freedom unless you've ever been bound. And I want to echo that and say, sometimes you have to go through something in order to know what freedom is like. How can you understand what freedom is if you've never been bound? So don't try to push away your hard experiences. Learn to go through them and know that God will bring you on the other side of it. Well, y'all, it's been another show. So I want to say thank you. And until next time, y'all stay blessed.
1,